Hi Sophie. Over the last few weeks of training sessions, I've been analysing your performance and picking out various strengths and weaknesses and giving you scores of qualities. First I'd like to start with, this conversation is completely confidential, so no one outside of this conversation is going to be hearing about this. So first I'd like to start off with, who do you look up to when you play football?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So as I said before, I picked out 10 qualities from these training sessions that I analysed you in. I rated them a score out of 10, you've done the same for yourself as well. So first I'm going to go through what I scored you. I've done passing 9, dribbling 7, tackling 7, awareness 5, speed 5, strength 6, communication 7, shooting 8, consistency 6, agility 6. You then scored yourself passing 8, dribbling 8, tackling 8, awareness 6, speed 7, strength 6, communication 7, shooting 8, consistency 6, and agility 7. From these I actually picked out 3 strengths that I feel like you've done the best with, and obviously they got the highest score. So first one is communication. Your communication is good because you know all the calls, you know what to say in certain situations. For example, if you pass a ball to a player and they have a player behind them, you'd say man on, and you know the calls. This is good for our team because they know where everything is, and it makes it easier for them to play because you know what to say in certain situations. Your second strength I've given you is tackling. Again, great defensive work. Tackling is a defensive skill, and that's something you've mastered. You're good at winning the ball, don't give away many fouls. Again, this is good for our team because it puts us in the attacking front. It stops them from being attacking against us and gets us out of dangerous situations. Thirdly, I've given your third strength as agility. Your agility is good because you can beat players up really quickly. You're quick on your feet. Again, this is linked with tackling because you've got to have quick feet to get your foot in there, to get the ball and win the ball for your team. Having agility is good because it pretty much covers every part of football. If you have good agility, you're good at almost everything in the game. Finally, I want to talk about your 2 weaknesses. I've given your 2 weaknesses as passing and awareness. Your passing wasn't very good because it's not as accurate as it could be. Obviously, with more practice, I don't know how much practice you've had, but through the training sessions we don't do much passing, but more passing would make that better, so that's a good way of improving that. In game, when you're passing, you're not passing into the space, so if you see someone running, you don't pass it in front of them, you pass it almost to them, which breaks their stride and makes it more difficult for them to keep their stride and keep running. Your second weakness, I've said it was awareness. This is not as good because you don't understand it's hard to say, you don't understand some of the calls that your teammates give you. So for example, if someone says man on, it's not that you don't listen, but you don't acknowledge that as much. So you turn and then you'll be tackled, which again is something that needs to be worked on. So to improve that, you just need to make sure that you know all the calls, you know what to say, but knowing the calls is something that also needs to be heard, and make sure you understand what your teammates are saying when they're saying it and stuff like that. And that's it.
Thank you.